Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, May 8th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So, again, a very wide overnight, and in the last half hour, we've broken away from it. As we've taken, right now, in the pre-market, we're below yesterday's low in both ES and NQ, and Righty is looking to possibly gap lower. Righty was at the lower end of yesterday's range. Now, what's the significance of this? Well, first and foremost, it would put the daily back to balance. Okay? So, obviously, the bulls over these next 70 minutes want to defend yesterday's low. If you don't, you're back to balance. If you come back to balance, then they're going to test the price spikes, right? We never tested it yesterday, never got close to it yesterday in ES. Right now, we're still above it in the overnight. NQ, however, is below the base of the price spike. Okay? Why is that important? Because that day, pretty much, again, a price vacuum when M had that spike. So any acceptance below J's high here, and the market could easily find its way down. Again, I think L's low, even though I don't use that as a pullback, fairly important because that's where the market late in the day attempted one more push down, failed, and then went back up, and yesterday we continued it. So I would definitely keep an eye on the 90 level in ES and the 129.50 in NQ. Okay? Any acceptance you start getting below that, okay, then that would mean the price spike's gone and now you're into the meat of the profile from Monday. So that's certainly an area bulls want to defend. First and foremost, they'd like to defend yesterday's low. We'll see. We still have time. We don't know if we're going to gap or not. Again, we're pulling away from a wide overnight right now. We come into these days recently. Yesterday was the 10th lightest volume of the year. The day before was the second lightest volume. One of the smallest ranges of the year the other day. So obviously ranges, volume are contracting. You try to come in with a positive attitude, temper your expectations, and don't get lulled to sleep. So if we do get range expansion and volume, we are prepared for it. This market tries to do that to us, right? Tries to lull us to sleep. So patience a lot of times is in order. Okay, patience is a sign of a mature trader. When you have no patience and you just have FOMO and things of that nature, that's a gambler. You want to be a trader. Please keep that in mind. So early on, again, we don't know where the overnight low or high is going to be. Right now, the overnight low is poor. The overnight high is poor. Okay, we'll see if we're going to migrate back to these overnight point of controls. Depending on where their overnight high or low is, we've talked about this numerous times. Front running them have worked as ES and NQ. Excuse me, these videos make me sneeze. As ES and NQ have shown an incredible appetite for front running overnight highs and lows. Okay, so keep that in mind. If we do gap lower and get the overnight low right away, I would be looking for shorts against the gap, even if the gap fills, things of that nature. Can you take a long against the pace of the price spike if the overnight low is somewhere around there? Sure you can. Just remember it would be done with lower value. All early plays, which you'd be getting as a live webinar with this being live streamed. This is over a $400 per month freebie that I give you guys and gals. Okay? So come check us out on our new website at CamelbackTrading.org. It's still in the process of being updated, but looking pretty good. All right, and then just quickly on the chart, only one I'm going to show you. Now listen, I'm calling the weekly up. Unless we take out last week's low in the next 3 days, the weekly's up for me. So here's the daily. Okay? First step for the bears, take out yesterday's low to start a 3-day balance. Next step for the bears is to deal with 2 gaps, including a weekly gap from this week. Good luck trading today. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.